Hi, I'm a tutor at UPlats, and today we would be looking at Tableau charts and graphs. The main purpose of any data visualization tool is the way how you can represent data in the form of graphical visualization. So that is what is this session all about. This presentation is by UPlats, and the contact details are as given below. Okay. So Tableau can create interactive visualizations customized for the end users. Based on the user requirement, you can create graphs. In this tutorial, we will be looking at some types of charts that Tableau has, and some advanced would be then taken up in the next session. So we would be looking at bar chart, line chart, pie chart, crosstab chart, tree map, heat map, scatter plot, area chart, dual axis chart, and histogram. Okay, so whenever you open your worksheet, on the right hand corner you have a show me tab. When you click on that, you would be able to see the different kind of charts that Tableau has. Okay, and you can use any one of them and visualize your data. Okay, so let us begin with bar chart. A bar chart represents data in rectangular bars with the length of the bar proportional to the value of each variable. Tableau would automatically produce a bar chart when you drag a dimension to the row shelf and a measure value to the column shelf. We can also use this bar chart option present in the Show Me button. If the data is not appropriate for bar chart, then this option will be automatically grayed out. In Tableau, various types of bar charts can be created using a dimension and a measure. So this is how your bar chart looks like. This is a simple bar chart. In this, you have horizontal and vertical bar chart. Okay, you can change it accordingly to your requirement. So we have taken the sample superstore example here, wherein you take the subcategory into the row shelf and you take the sum of profit into the column shelf. The moment you drag these two in the row shelf and the column shelf, Tableau automatically will produce by default a horizontal bar chart, as you can see in this screenshot. In this case, it does not. You can choose the chart type if you want from the Show Me tool, and then you can visualize your data. So this is your simple bar chart where you will have rectangular boxes along with the dimension that you want to represent it with. So here, your rectangular boxes would be the measure value for the respective dimension value. Okay, so this is a simple bar chart. You can change the color, the size, the label, you can give tool tips and so on in from the marks card option. Okay, then if you want a bar chart with some kind of color range to make it more attractive and for the user to understand, all you have to do is your measure value on which you need to apply the color, you have to drag that and put it in the color tab. So you can apply colors to your bar based on their ranges. The longer bars would get darker shades and the smaller bars would get lighter shades. You can change the color also. So to do this, you drag sum of profit into the color palette in your marks pane, as you can see in this screenshot. Okay, and also for positive or negative bars, you will have different sort of colors. So this helps you to look at the graph visually and make it more attractive. Okay, so colors just add some life to your dashboard, so that is why you can color code according to your preferences. Okay, then the other one is stacked bar chart. Then another form of bar chart would be side-by-side bar charts. Okay, so what is there in stacked bar chart is you can add, whenever you add a dimension to the color, then it would produce a stacked bar chart. When you add a measure to a color, then you will have it in the range. Okay, so here you can add another dimension to the above bar chart to produce a stacked bar chart, which will show different colors in each bar. So the segments would be then colored. So you'll have a color for a consumer segment, that is blue color, orange color for corporate segment, and green color for some other segment. So this is how your distribution of each segment would be done in each bar in a color coded format. Okay, so you have to drag the dimension value, that is your segment or your subcategory, whatever you want to, and then add it in the colors palette of your marks pane, and this is how the distribution of each segment in each bar would be then done. Okay, so these are some forms of bar charts. Okay, so then the next one is a line chart. Now this is a very basic and a simple form of a graph. In a line chart, a measure and a dimension are taken along the two axes of your chart area. The pair of values for each observation becomes a point, and the joining of all these points create a line showing the variation or the relationship between the chosen members, the measures, and the dimensions. Okay, so a line chart is nothing but a single line according to your axis. It has been adjusted. Okay, so you have to choose one dimension and one measure. From the marks pane, you can select either you want it to be a bar or a line or a pie, or you can also go and change it from the show me tab. Then you drag the dimension, your ship mode in column shelf, and sales. So here I want to look at some of sales based on the ship mode that we have. So you choose line chart here from your marks card, and this is how you would see the variation of sales for different type of ship modes. Okay, you can have it represented as a bar also. So based on the user requirement and the ease of understanding, you can change the type of graphs. Okay, you can add colors also uh, to your ship mode, or okay, ship mode can be then dropped into color, so you'll get different color format and so on. Then the other one is multiple measure line chart. So if I want to look at two measures but against one dimension, then I can go for multiple measure line chart. This will produce multiple line charts, but in one pane only. So each pane would then represent the variation of the dimension with the other measure. So here we have seen discount and sales for every ship mode. So then you can change the mark type. Either it could be line for one, bar for another. We can have something called as dual axis as well, which would be seeing in the next few moments. So this is your multiple measure line chart. Okay, then if I want a line chart with label or color or size, so this is how, or the tool tip, I can then just drag that measure that I want to look at in the label option, and this is how, when you hover on it, you can look for that data. Okay, so each of this point making the line chart can be labeled to make the values of the measure visible, because you need to know what exactly is the value. So this is how the representation would be. Okay, the next is a pie chart. As the name says, pie, it's something in a form of a circle. Okay, but then you'll have your data as slices of a circle with different sizes and colors. The slices are then labeled, and numbers corresponding to each slice can also be represented in the chart. You can select the pie chart option from the marks card or from the show me option. So this is how your pie chart looks like. It's a very simple circular kind of a graph wherein you can divide it into different dimensions and measures, and then you can color code it. Okay, so for example, this is a very simple pie chart where you choose one dimension and a measure to create a simple pie chart. So you take the dimension named as region and the measure named as profit. So if I want to look at the profit region wise, so you drop the region dimension in the color and the label. You drop the profit into the size mark. Accordingly, you can increase or decrease the size. And then you choose the chart type as pie from the marks pane. And this is how your chart, your pie chart would occur, which shows 4 regions in different colors based on their profit. Okay, and you can change the color code and so on. Okay, so very simple kind of pie chart. Okay, then if you want to drill down more into pie charts, an advanced level of pie chart, you can choose your dimension with hierarchy. And as you go deeper into hierarchy, the chart changes the reflect and reflect the changes of the level of the data or the dimension that you have chosen. Okay, so this is how your drill down pie chart would look like. Sometimes with a lot of data, pie chart becomes clumsy to use. So depending on the requirement and the usage of data or the limitation of data, one should opt for pie chart. Okay, the most widely used charts would be your line chart for simple analysis, or bar charts. Okay, then there are other charts that would be looking at. Okay, so this is the same thing if you wanted the labels and all, so you just have to drag it in the label palette, and that's how you can look at the data. Okay, then comes a crosstab chart. Crosstab is nothing but it is a very simple textual kind of visualization where you can look at the data in a textual format. This chart is made up of one or more dimensions and one or more measures, and here you can show various calculations on the value, like the running total, percentage, difference, and so on. So this is nothing but in your crosstab format. Okay, just a textual data if you want to look at, no graphs, nothing. So this is how a simple crosstab would look like. Okay, then you can color code your crosstab based on the user requirements. Okay, and then you can also add some table calculations which Tableau has inbuilt in it, and based on these advanced table calculations, you can then process your data. Okay. So the next one is a tree map. So the tree map displays data in nested rectangles. The dimensions define the structure of the tree map, and measures define the size or color of the individual rectangle. These rectangles are easy to visualize as both the size and shade of the color of the rectangle reflect the value of the measure. A tree map can then be created with one or more dimension with one or two measures. Okay, so this is how a tree map looks like. All you have to do is, for example, using the sample Superstore CSV file, you plan to find the size of profit for each ship mode values. To achieve this, you have to drag and drop your measure profit into the marks card. Okay, so one in the size, because you want based on the profit size, the size and color of rectangle, the size and the color of that rectangular box should be visible. Okay, so and you have your dimension as ship mode that should be in the label shelf, and your profit should be in the color and the size shelf. Okay, so this is how it has to be dragged. You can change the color based on your requirement. Okay, so from this screenshot we can easily say that standard class has the highest profit amongst second class, first class, and same day. Okay, because of the size and the color. Okay, so you can have a tree map with the 2 dimensions as well. You can drop it twice, and then you can look out for data. Okay, then the next come is your heat chart. Okay, heat chart. Now your heat map is nothing but you can visualize the data in the form of size as well as the color of different measures. 2 different measures can be visualized simultaneously using a heat map. One measure can be assigned to size, whereas another measure can be assigned to color of your heat map. So this is how you can create a heat map. So another way of creating graphs is, instead of manually dragging and dropping in the row shelf and the column shelf, you can just select your dimensions and your measure. You have to hold on to the control key in your keyboard, select the measures and dimensions, and then you have to click on show me button. Tableau has this beautiful power of then highlighting the possible graphs that you can make with the selected options. Okay, so with the measures and dimensions, we can create the highlighted graphs only. So we should go on heat map. Okay, and then once created that, you can then drag your profit in your color box. So here I want to look at some of profit and sales based on subcategory. So this is how, and subcategory wise or region wise, my profit and sales can be seen. And then when I want to look at the data, then I just need to do some changes in the label part. So this will create your heat map, and it can be used to visualize sales and profit across different dimensions. Okay. Then the next important one is a scatter plot chart. So the relationship between 2 measures can be visualized using scatter plot. A scatter plot is designed by adding measures in both x and y axis. This can show the trend or the relationship between 2 measures or the measures that you have selected. Okay, so again, now if I want to look at discount and sales based on some dimension, so select discount and sales and drag it into your row and column shelf. Automatically a scatter plot would be then visible here. Okay, and whichever dimension you want to drill down or look at, along with it you have to add that dimension in your color palette. So it would create a scatter plot, basically showing the relationship between sales and discount, or 2 dimensions or 2 measures for each dimension or for each subcategory. Okay, when do we normally use scatter plot is when we want to look at how sales and profit is performing hand in hand. And then using scatter plot, we can go for advanced analytics, wherein we can explain the trend of how the data is going to be, or forecasting of data, basically advanced analytics over this scatter plot graph. Okay. So the next is area chart. Now, your area chart can represent any quantitative measure or data over different period of time. It is basically a line graph where the area between line axes is generally filled with color. So it's kind of an area. So you select, for example, order date. So based on the order date, we would like to see the area of the quantity. So you select, this is how Tableau beautifully represents your description of that graph. So you just have to hover on the graph, and then you would get to know whether this is for discrete or continuous data, whether how many dimensions and measures can be used, and this is how your area would be. Okay, so it's basically a very simple kind of graph. Okay, area chart. Then an added one to your line chart is dual axis chart. So dual axis chart can be used to visualize 2 different measures in 2 different chart types. A date column and 2 measures are necessary to build a dual axis chart. So the different scales used in the graph helps the user to understand both the measures. So you select sales and quantity or any measures you want to look at against an order date. You select your show me option, and then you would get your line chart with dual axis. That is the second option that has been shown here. And this is how a dual axis chart looks like, where one would be your bar and the other would be your line chart. So you can synchronize the axes, make them both go hand in hand. So this is basically your profit and your quantity and sales along with your year of order date. Okay, where your quantity would be in orange color, and or it would be a bar, and your other measure would be your line graph and your. Okay, so this is how a dual axis is being prepared, and this is how it looks like. So wherein you want to measure or you want to look at one measure uh, along with another measure, how these two measures are related or correlated to each other, and how are they behaving or performing over the years of order date. Okay, so the next chart is histogram chart. We had seen what exactly bins are in our sessions back. So bins can be used for bucketing of data, and it can be used in your histogram. So histogram can show the value present in your measure and its frequency. It shows the distribution of your numerical data. Okay, so as it shows both frequency and measure value by default, it can be used in many cases. So for example, if you want to analyze your discount given by a retail shop, you can visualize the amount of discount and its frequency using histogram. So whenever frequency or range or bucketing of data comes into picture, histogram can be shown. Okay, so you select profit or discount, whatever measure you want to look at. And then the second option here is your histogram. This is basically bars accordingly to their size, they are shown. So this is how histogram chart look like, where you'll have a bin. So the discount bin is there. So in the range of 0.00 to 0.10 or 0 to 10% of discount, you will have around 5K of users or whatever dimension measure you want to look at. So these, according to the bins, the discount has been distributed, or there is a frequency distribution. Okay, so we have seen the basic chart types that we can use in Tableau to visualize your normal textual data. We would be doing a hands-on session on all these chart types, where we would see how are we going to draw each and every chart type. And for some advanced graph, you need to have a good hands-on on the basic one, and then we can go on to the advanced chart types. Okay, so thank you very much. Let us then look at the hands-on session of your graphical representation.